And we are on record. So thank you very much. Really, all right. So thank you. Really appreciate everyone who is here tonight. So thank you very much. Really appreciate. All right. Okay. I just want to get started now. Let me see what we have here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so thank you very much. Really, just want to get started now. Okay, all right. So by way of introduction, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jeremiah Kendagor. My background is in banking, and I've been a banker for quite a while, maybe 25 years. Finally retired last year. And my work in the banking sector was within the Treasury Department. Which is basically dealing with money and Forex and all that. But I've been in this industry now of of cryptocurrency for probably since 2017. So it's about almost 3 years now. And it's been quite an informative place to be in. And so that's what we want to discuss tonight. And this particular space of cryptocurrency and also what we refer to as the blockchain technology is what we are calling the fourth revolution. It's actually referred to as the fourth revolution officially, all right? Wherever you actually find it, it's actually referred to as the fourth revolution. And why is it a revolution? Why do we call it the fourth revolution? So first of all, before we get started tonight, I have two objectives that I want to accomplish tonight. And those objectives are this. First of all, I want to talk about why cryptocurrency? Why do you need today to know about cryptocurrency? And why do you need to be involved in cryptocurrency? And that will be my first objective, to be able to bring to us the importance of cryptocurrency and why cryptocurrency is such a powerful tool in the economic environment today. So that's what my first objective tonight. My second objective is to talk about a business model that is crafted around the cryptocurrency space. And I will want to persuade you about how this particular business model can be used by you and me to achieve your financial goals. So tonight, if you have financial goals, if you have things that you would like to achieve in your life, and you are challenged with respect to how you would achieve them, all right? You have some goals, probably to buy a car, probably to travel the world, probably to educate your children, probably to build a home, probably to own a home in South Africa, probably to own a home in Paris, all right? Or probably to move to Canada or to do something big, all right, in humanity, or probably to be philanthropic and help some community somewhere to alleviate their whatever challenges they are facing in life. Whatever something God has put in your heart to achieve some goals, and you don't see yourself achieving those goals in the way that your financial circumstances are right now, I will be discussing about a business model that you can use to achieve those goals. So I have those particular two objectives that I would like to discuss with us tonight. So I will begin with the first one. Why cryptocurrency? Why we call it the fourth revolution? And that is what I want to welcome you today to have an examination and look at it. All right. And then I will culminate that into what is called smart contracts now, which is the business model that is able to take you to the next level to achieve your financial goals in life. So let's begin. Why do we call the cryptocurrency the fourth revolution? And we can arrive at that particular conclusion when you look at the journey that money has transformed over the years. First of all, we need to know what is money. Money is the form of exchange that we use to acquire new goods and services. All right. And of course, so we know it began with barter trade, which was basically human beings were exchanging goods for goods. All right. So you would have different service, you go and offer it out there, and you receive different goods or services from other people and so on. So then there came the Industrial Revolution, when we, as human beings, we manufactured many products and services and came up with paper money. Now, that became the second revolution. Paper money is basically the US dollar, the pound, the euro, and the yen. Now, those are the ones that created what we call paper money that we had during that particular time of the Industrial Revolution. Then we came to the digital age. All right, the digital revolution, or which we sometimes refer to as the information age. All right. And this came about when we discovered the internet, when human beings discovered the internet. And the internet basically is the ability of information being moved from one gadget to another one computer to another one. And that happened in the early 90s, all right? Some of you remember the emails that we had, Hotmail, Yahoo, and Gmails and all that came around that time. And of course, it has come into the advent of so many things that we have right now, to the extent that we can have a virtual meeting, right? Like what we are having right now. Zoom is a virtual meeting that we are able to meet and have a discussion right from wherever you are in your homes and so on and so forth. So there was a revolution also with that particular respect. Now, how did money transform into the digital space? Of course, we know that right now you can wire money from one bank to another one in another country. If you want to buy a car, say from Japan or from India or wherever it is, you can simply send money to that particular country and so on and so forth. We also have credit cards and so on. But the most powerful one is, say, M-Pesa. So today we know, all of us know about M-Pesa. It is a digital money that we have been able to arrive at, all right? Now it is easy for you now to see the fourth revolution, how it has transformed directly into the fourth revolution now that we are referring to as the blockchain technology. Now, so the blockchain technology has given birth to money referred to as cryptocurrency. Now, the word crypto, of course, comes from the word cryptography, which is the underlying technology that is blockchain. Now, the simplest way to understand what cryptocurrency is basically is just like M-Pesa, no different from M-Pesa, absolutely. If I send you cryptocurrencies, you will actually receive that notification on your phone, and you will actually see the money land on your wallet. All right, you will have a wallet on your phone, and you can see the money. It will write there 20,000 or whatever it is, 2,000 shillings or $2,000 or whatever it is in the cryptocurrency and so on. So it is exactly the same, but with a twist. And that is where the definition now of blockchain is. So what is blockchain? Why is blockchain referred to as the fourth revolution? Why is it different from internet and so on? It is different because it has introduced certain elements that the internet could not deliver or could not give us. And that is to do with security. All right. And in fact, if you do a Google search of what the blockchain technology is, you will realize one of these, a definition like the one on the screen right now. And it says that the blockchain is essentially a system of recording information in such a way that it makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. All right. So it is a complete secure system. You cannot hack, you cannot cheat, you cannot change whatever has been transacted or the transactions that are kept in the blockchain. So it's completely secure. And these records are duplicated and distributed across billions and billions of computers that are interconnected all over the world. That produces another layer of security with respect to the blockchain technology. So there are normally three things that are important for you to know about the cryptocurrency, and that is security, transparency, and decentralization. Now, those are very powerful components that make, therefore, the blockchain technology to be such a powerful tool in life. Now, why is it important to have something that is completely secure, completely transparent, and decentralized? So that you eliminate human beings interfering with our transactions, with how we do business, and so on. Normally nowadays, I mean, the challenge that we have in humanity is the problem that human beings have control of what we do, all right? And that is where problems begin. Human beings have managed to conquer almost anything. We can go to outer space, we can manage animals, we can tame elephants, we can protect ourselves, even with COVID. Right now, we have managed to produce vaccines that are able to slow down COVID, for that matter, and so on. So human beings have the ability to manage everything else, but the hardest thing to manage is a human being. So now, technology is what we are going to use to manage ourselves, so that we can no longer cheat ourselves, we can no longer hack ourselves, and so on and so forth. Now, if you can understand why that is important, then you realize now why this technology is actually referred to as the fourth revolution. It's a revolution because it's able to bring all of us onto an equal footing, so that no one can, as it were, take advantage of any other person, weaker or otherwise. Now you don't have to fear anyone else cheating you out of anything. Provided we engage on the blockchain technology, no one can subvert justice. So this particular technology is able to deliver to humanity justice, freedom in a much faster and a safe way. Now, I want to also mention, and that's why we are referring to the blockchain as the fourth revolution. Now, the other thing that I need to mention about the blockchain, of course, is that it's a huge technology that is able to address many things in society, wherever we need records that are secure, transparent, and so on. But today, I will be talking more specifically of the application of this technology in money, all right? Otherwise, it can be applied to many other areas, and I don't want to get into those other places. So I just want to talk about money today. So the first currency to be created in the blockchain technology is Bitcoin, all right? And normally, of course, they are referred to as cryptocurrencies. Crypto because that is the technology that runs it, currency because that is what it means, all right? So cryptocurrency. And so the first cryptocurrency to be created is Bitcoin. And why did Bitcoin become such a famous coin? It is the most famous cryptocurrency in the world today. And it is because it solved a problem that we have with respect to the money we have today. The Kenya shilling, the euro, the pound, and all these currencies that we have in the world today suffer from what we refer to as inflation. Now, what is inflation? Inflation is the fact that money loses value over time. Why does money lose value over time? Because we overprint them. Governments print them through central bank and so on. Why are they printed? For development purposes and so on and so forth. There are many ways in which governments print money, by issuing loans, by taking loans from other countries, and so on and so forth. So how did Bitcoin solve that problem of inflation? By limiting supply. So Bitcoin has a limited amount of coins that would ever be produced in, that will be called Bitcoin. and that will be 21 million pieces only. So what does that make Bitcoin? What does that make Bitcoin to be? It makes Bitcoin to be an asset or a store of value, meaning therefore that that if you own Bitcoin, over time you will become very wealthy, because the demand for Bitcoin is growing every single day. Is growing every single day. Imagine only 21 million pieces. And this is what everybody is rushing to have in the whole world today, is the same Bitcoin of 21 million pieces. So it is a scarce commodity like any other asset, like land and so on. Why does the prices of land go up? Because the last time God created land probably is 6,000 years ago. No more land that has been created ever since, all right? But human beings are being born every day. Now, let me talk about another coin. Another coin is called Ethereum. This is the second most valued cryptocurrency today. Now, why is this Ethereum coin very valuable? Because it has introduced a new technology with respect to this particular coin, and that is it has an open source. Now, what is an open source? It's a platform where one can print or rather can create other applications that are now useful in society. All right. So remember, I said that the blockchain technology can be applied on many other areas in life. How do you apply them? By using a platform like Ethereum platform. So those computer network that make up the Ethereum blockchain. All right. So Ethereum is a chain of different computers that have been interconnected. Now that platform or that connectivity of those computers form a platform where applications can be run on that particular application, referred to as decentralized digital applications. All right. So Ethereum has introduced that particular ability, and therefore Ethereum has a huge community of users of that chain. All right, a huge community of that chain, and therefore the value of Ethereum will continue to go up because of that particular ability that you can write other applications on top of Ethereum. Now, I will mention one other coin, and at least now you have realized the importance of every coin. Every cryptocurrency that has been created addresses a particular need in society. Another need that we have is to have a coin that is equal to other currencies that we have. For example, the US dollar. So BUSD, this particular third coin that I want to talk about, is a cryptocurrency among a number of cryptocurrencies referred to as stable coins. Is referred to as stable coins. And why do we need a stable coin? We need a stable coin because when we are doing business, we need a currency that is stable in price, that we can predict what price it will be today, tomorrow, and always. So BUSD is predictable in the sense that it is always equal to the US dollar. Remember, of course, that US dollar currently is the world currency, as it were, because the United States is the superpower of the world today. The next country that is almost catching up with America is China. But how far is China from America? It might take another maybe 30 years for China, at the rate at which it's growing, to catch up with America, because China is almost a half the GDP of America. All right. So there is still some bit of distance for China to catch up with America. So that is why the US dollar is still the leading currency in the world today, because of the issuing authority. All right. So every currency borrows its strength from whoever is issuing it. Now, that also tells you that since cryptocurrency is not issued by any central body, it is issued, as it were, by Wanjiku. And Wanjiku is the whole wide human beings on earth. All of us in the whole world are the owners of cryptocurrency. No single authority is managing the cryptocurrency space. Therefore, the strength of cryptocurrency is equal to the power of the whole humanity as it were. So it's much bigger than America. In fact, today, America cannot stop cryptocurrency. China cannot stop cryptocurrency. Kenya cannot stop cryptocurrency. No one can stop cryptocurrency because it is completely decentralized currency. As it were, it is the currency of every common human being on earth. Whether you are a king, whether you are a pauper, whether you are a middle class, whoever you are, you have equal right to owning cryptocurrency. Now, why are we talking about cryptocurrency in general? Because in the next few years, it's expected to rise in value by as much as 300,000%. Now, that is critical and important for you to understand. This is where money, this is where wealth will be generated, absolutely. In fact, according to Warren Buffett, he says that this particular technology is completely ingenious. In fact, according to the adoption curve, and adoption curve generally is just an illustration of how we normally adopt a new technology. So a new technology normally goes through what we refer to as an adoption curve, and it goes through three phases. There is the innovation stage, then the takeoff stage, then the saturation stage. Currently, with respect to cryptocurrency, we are exactly where this particular star is. We are just entering into the early adoption stage. And why is that important for you to know? That is where wealth is being created with respect to any technology. If you look, for example, at the internet technology, the people who have managed to take advantage of the internet technology have made a lot of money. One of them is Mark Zuckerberg. The other one is Jeff Bezos. Today, Jeff Bezos is the top richest man in the world. And he has been the top richest man, I think, for the last over 10 years or something like that, the owner of Amazon. And it's because these people took advantage of the internet technology when it came in. So they created systems that use the internet technology. And that is why they are super rich today. They took advantage of that. Guess what? Today, you have the opportunity to take advantage of the cryptocurrency space. And what do you need to do to get knowledge, get information? What I am sharing to you tonight, it is very critical that you learn about this particular cryptocurrency space. And that is my objective number one. So I hope I am communicating why it is important for you to be in this particular space. Now, where do you get this information? You can get this information in the internet. There is a lot of information right now that is going around about the cryptocurrency space. One such place where you can get authoritative information is in a website called CoinMarketCap. When you go to this particular website, you realize that there are more than 11,000 cryptocurrencies that have been created. 11,000. I don't know how many countries we have in the world today. I think there are less than 100 countries in the world today. That means, therefore, that the cryptocurrencies we have created are more than all the countries put together many times over. Why are there many cryptocurrencies? Because, as you realize, every currency, every cryptocurrency that has been created meets a specific need in society. Each one of these coins, each one of these cryptocurrencies is addressing a specific need in society. So for you to get that particular reason why any one of those coins have been created, you can go to such a website like CoinMarketCap, and you can be able to learn all this. And what is important, what you learn about these cryptocurrencies, is that there are more than 400 exchanges around the world where you can buy and sell these cryptocurrencies at the click of the button. They are very liquid. You can buy and sell them at the click of the button in more than 400 exchanges around the world. Now, these exchanges are not physical ones. They are online and they are free for everyone. You don't have to be an American or to be a Canadian or to have a particular color of skin or whatever, provided you are a human being and you can log in and you have an email or whatever it is, you can be you can participate in those exchanges at any given time. And the majority of them, by the way, you can use M-Pesa to buy and sell cryptocurrency at the click of the button. You don't even need to leave your house or to leave the comfort of your home. You can actually do that and so on. Now, so these are all information that is found all over the place. Now, there is a very important graph here that I would like to share with us today, and this is the graph of Bitcoin. All right, just look at this graph of Bitcoin, and it gives a lot of information about this particular chart. All right, and it shows you that from 2014. Actually, 2009, not even 2014, from 2009 when it was created up to 2014, 2015, 2016, all the way to 2017, the price was almost stagnant. Why was it stagnant? Because there were very few people who were participating in the Bitcoin, who are owning Bitcoin, buying and selling Bitcoin and so on. Very few people. But what happened after 2017? That is when it entered into what is called early adoption stage. All right, many early adopters now got into the space, and you can see from then on the volatility or the changes in price of this particular coin are extremely dramatic. In fact, in the last 9 months, all right, since the beginning of this year, it has been super changes, okay, in this particular coin, as it were. All right, that shows you that we have entered into the early adoption stage. That is exactly what I'm talking about. The next coin is Ethereum, and it's doing exactly the same. So it is exactly what I'm sharing tonight, is why it is important for you to look at this particular space in time and start to get involved in this, because there is a lot of money right now that is flowing in the cryptocurrency space. In fact, just look at this data. The value of Bitcoin is right now at over $800 billion. $800 billion. Now, that is a big number. Ethereum is at 400 billion. Now, compare that to the GDP of Kenya, for example. GDP of Kenya is at around 100 billion. In fact, I think the last data that I saw was actually at 95 billion. All right. That means Ethereum alone can buy Kenya 4 times. 4 times. In fact, Ethereum alone can buy the whole of East Africa, probably going all the way to South Africa. All right. That is how powerful these particular cryptocurrencies are. So it is not an economy that you can ignore anymore. Now, this is a very important transitional discussion right now that I want to get into. Now, I want to get into how can we use the cryptocurrency space to actually acquire wealth. So first of all, to do that transition into what I want to talk about tonight, the model of business that we have is first of all to look at a few ways in which you can get into the cryptocurrency space and make a little bit of money. Now, some of the ways in which you can get involved in can be a little bit risky, or you need to do a little bit more research for you to be able to make do with these particular ways. So the first one that I want to talk about are what we call new cryptocurrency coins, or sometimes referred to as tokens. Now, The challenge with this participating in new coins is that sometimes these coins do not take off with the expected rising in value. All right. So sometimes these coins are created, and the business model around those particular coins are not sustainable. So those particular coins within a short time lose value, and you can lose money. So before you invest in new coins, you need to do a little bit of research so that you do not land in the wrong coins that you end up losing money. Now, there is an area called cryptocurrency mining. Cryptocurrency mining. And this mining, you use a laptop or a processor. All right. Now, it used to be very lucrative to actually make cryptocurrencies or to accumulate cryptocurrencies through mining process. All right. By owning these processing machines, or these machines that actually do the mining. So basically, they are processors just like a laptop. In fact, long time ago, you could simply use your laptop to actually do cryptocurrency mining. But as time went on, it needed or required faster and super machines that are able to do that kind of cryptocurrency mining. So it started to eliminate you and me, retail people who don't have a lot of money to invest in very expensive machines. So cryptocurrency mining, although you can make money, it requires heavy, intensive investment in terms of capital investment in those machines. So again, this can be very tricky for people who don't have a lot of money. Now, the other area that I need to talk about, and it is the most notorious in the cryptocurrency space, is what we refer to as Ponzi schemes or pyramid scams, or what we call return on investment programs. That is the diplomatic name that we give to those programs. And these are basically programs that people come up with that tell you, I will give you 1% per day or 2% per day. So just invest your money with us or with that whatever company it is, and they will give you every day a bit of your money back. All right, 1%, 2%, and so on and so forth. And then they tell you to go and tell other people to come on board and so on. Now, the problem with these return on investment programs is that the majority of them, almost 90% of them, are actually frauds, okay? And they end up closing shop and people lose money. Now, to be able to identify which one is the right one, which one is the wrong one, is just like looking for a needle in a haystack. It is completely, in fact, I am yet to actually find a genuine one, all right? Most of them, they are there today, tomorrow they are gone, all right? And people lose a lot of money. Do people make money in this return on investment program? Yes. If you are among the first ones, you will make money. But if you end up being somewhere at the later end of these particular programs, you can lose your money heavily. So again, before you get involved in return on investment programs, and again, these are centralized projects, things that are owned by other people and so on. You need to be able to do your due diligence, all right? Do investigation and be fully persuaded that you are investing in a genuine business and so on. Now, I want to talk now about 3 areas that can make you significant income in the cryptocurrency space. So I'll talk about 3 of them. So the first one is what we call currency trading or forex trading. The only thing I need to mention about this one is that it's also a little bit risky. It's risky to the extent that you need to learn how to do it, to develop a new skill of trading. Now, trading is a skill, and a skill requires time and education, all right? So if you are up to the task to learn how to trade, yes, that is one way you can make money in the cryptocurrency space. You can actually trade the cryptocurrencies as they go up and down in price. So you buy low, sell high, buy low, and so on and so forth, and you can make a lot of money. Again, I want to say it is risky. So if you want to learn and to do forex trading, then plan to actually learn how to do it. Now, the next area that I want to talk about is to buy and hold. Now, this one, you don't need to go to school. You don't need to do nothing. It's your money which will make money for you. So you buy cryptocurrency, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy Cardano, buy Polkadot, buy Monero, buy XRP, buy Dogecoin, buy all those coins. Go to CoinMarketCap and the first 20 or 30 coins, pick one of them and buy them. Okay, the only ones that you need to avoid are stable coins, because stable coins never change in price. They are always the same in price. So buy the ones that move up in price. And the ones that move up are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all those, the ones that I've mentioned. So the only thing that you need to bear in mind with buying and holding is that it requires capital. All right, number one, it requires capital. Number two, it requires time. How much time? Not less than 5 to 10 years. If you are going to buy and hold it for less than 5 to 10 years, then you are a currency trader. You are a trader. So that's the more risky areas. And the reason why they are risky is that within the shorter period of 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years, the fluctuations can catch you in the wrong side. It can catch you when it has pulled back from the level at which you had bought. All right, and you can lose money. All right, so that is the only danger with buying and holding. You need to hold it for not less than 5 to 10 years, and you will be extremely wealthy. Look at any coin, whether it is Ethereum, whether it is Cardano, or whether it is whichever it is. If you bought it more than 3 years ago, right now you are extremely, very, very wealthy. If you bought Bitcoin 3 or 4 years ago, today you are extremely, very, very wealthy. All right, that is how this cryptocurrency is. Now, if you don't have the money to buy and hold, and you don't have the patience to wait for 5 to 10 years, I want to invite you tonight for us to examine a business model that is built around cryptocurrency that is able to give you the ability to acquire these cryptocurrencies at very, very low risk. The lowest risk business that you can ever do in your life is the business I want to describe right now. And the beauty about it is that you don't need a lot of money, all right, to start. You don't need a lot of money to start. You can start with as little as 500 Kenya shillings, the price of lunch at a restaurant. The price of lunch at a restaurant is enough for you to get started with this business. And you can make a lot of money within a very, very short time, within a very extremely short time. And we will show you that even with examples. And that is something called smart contract. So it is low risk, low capital type of business model. So the first thing that I need to do now is to be able to describe to us what is a smart contract. All right, what is a smart contract? So a smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating. All right, as a smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating, and this particular smart contract is placed directly on the blockchain. All right, this programming code is put on the blockchain. When it is put on the blockchain, it acquires the 3 characteristics of the blockchain: security, transparency, and most importantly, decentralization, meaning that no one manages this particular smart contract. Therefore, it cannot be hacked or stopped. Once it has been deployed on the blockchain, it cannot be changed. Even the person who puts it on the blockchain, he cannot touch it or change it the moment he has put it there. So in fact, it does not require an administrator or a company to run it. It runs on its own and does exactly what it's programmed to do. Now, that is the definition of what smart contract. And it is not my own definition. It is not me who came up with this particular definition. You can actually learn about this particular definition of what a smart contract is in Investopedia. That's a place you can go and actually learn all about this and so on. And by the way, Investopedia is an authoritative platform that teaches you about money. Anything you want to know about money, you can go to Investopedia, about investment, about trading, about cryptocurrencies, about commodity trading, futures, option trading, anything that you want to know about money, bonds, infrastructure bonds, how many treasury bonds does the US have, or the European have, which how many does Uganda have, and so on. All that kind of information, you find it in Investopedia. It has a ton of knowledge right there. So you can go there and get the right information about this. But tonight, I just want to zero in, therefore, on this particular model that you can use to acquire cryptocurrency. And this is what gives me a lot of excitement. It is 100% decentralized, the world's 100% decentralized smart contract that we are talking about. Now, I need to really emphasize about decentralization, because that is what differentiates this from any other thing. All right, it is decentralized. So there is no human being in between. You are not dealing with a company. You are not dealing with somebody out there. Somebody out there is not there to switch off this machine and so on. In fact, as it were, it turns you into the company itself. Now, that is quite powerful. Now, I just want to mention a few historical facts about this specific smart contract. The first time it was launched was last year in February. The first time this specific smart contract was launched was last year in February, and it was launched on a coin called Tron, all right? It was launched on a coin called Ethereum, sorry, a coin called Ethereum in February 2020. Now, in February, sorry, in September, it was launched on another coin called Tron, all right? Then 3 months ago, it launched on another coin called Binance Smart Chain, BUSD, the stable coin that I mentioned a little bit earlier, which is so powerful because now this particular coin gives us a lot of advantages in the sense that there's the stability of the business. When I started with this smart contract, I actually did the Ethereum one. Now, the challenge with the Ethereum one is that the price of Ethereum kept on fluctuating so highly that it was becoming difficult telling somebody how to get started with this business. Today, if you are to start with 50,000, if you just get late one day or two, the next day you have to start with, you have to bring in 100K. And if you stayed another week, you have to come in with 200,000. And we were seeing a scenario where it would reach a time when it would become even difficult for people to get started with the business. So now that has already been eliminated completely because it's now running on a stable coin that is always equal to the dollar. So how you start this business is always the same. The first thing that I just want to talk about, first of all, is that it is a decentralized project. It is a decentralized project. So it can never be stopped. It can never be changed. It doesn't have an owner. In fact, what it has is an author. An author is the person who wrote the smart contract, and he doesn't own it. The moment he put it on the blockchain, he became irrelevant. He is no longer part of the game because now it became public property. And whatever it does is exactly the same for everyone. So whenever you get involved, you get exactly the same results as I do, as anyone does, and so on. Now that is so powerful because it has eliminated human beings manipulating systems. That is why today, online businesses are at a danger because most of the businesses that we have online are owned by other people. And those people can bring down that system anytime, irrespective of whether it was a good system or not. They can get fed up with it and change the parameters. All right, that is what happens with centralized systems. But a decentralized system, all you need to do is understand how it works, and that is exactly what you get today, tomorrow, and always. Now, that is so powerful. So just to mention that, the creators are not in control of your fund. You are the one in control. No admins, no management. So it's not affected by whatever anyone does, all right? You cannot lose your funds. Instant payout comes directly to your pocket. You don't even need to apply for a withdrawal. Whenever you earn, you don't have to tell somebody else, please send me that money that I have earned. No, the moment you earn, that money comes instantly to your wallet or to your pocket, as it were. So unlimited income potential. In fact, the only person who limits or who tells how much you earn is only yourself, all right? 100% transparent and so on. Of course, as opposed to a centralized project, and it is not a centralized project that has owners, people can change their decisions and so on and so forth. So we only need to know how it works, all right? So this specific smart contract, this is how it works. It has 4 components that make up one, all right? And those 4 components are X3, X4, XXX, and X Gold, all right? So there are 4 components that are there. Now, how do these components look like? This is exactly how they look like, all right? So it is a business where you invest a certain amount, all right? And those amounts are invested in 4 different projects, all right? So there is Project X3, Project X4, Project XXX, and Project X Gold. Now, the way they are this. Probably I can blow, I can enlarge one of them, and then you can see X3, for example. So you can see that here, it has been subdivided into 12 blocks, all right? So there is block number 1, block number 2, block number 3, number 4, number 5, all the way to block number 12. So there are 12 blocks. Now, the reason why they have been divided into these blocks is to enable you to start at your own comfort of investment. So if you have only $5, which I said you can start with as little as $5, which is 500 Kenya shillings. You can start there, and you can build a business that grows and grows and grows, all right? So you can start with as little as $5, or you can start with $15. That is buying room number 1 and number 2. That will be $15, which is like 1,500 or thereabout, depending on the exchange rate you have with the Kenya shilling and so on. Or you can start with $35. So you can buy successively. You cannot jump and buy a separate one. That is on Project X3. Project X4 is exactly the same. Project XXX begins with $8 and progresses also incrementally in this order. Then X Gold again starts with $10, goes to $20, $30, and so on, and it has 15 blocks. This one has been divided into 15 blocks, unlike the others. Now, currently, we only have these 3 available. Remember, this particular project is only 3 months old. 3 months old. So it is not yet completely released. The third one, which is X Gold, this particular one is to be released anytime from now. So you are lucky. Those of you who are listening to me right now, you are lucky that you can get involved in this project and participate in the launch of the new one. All right. And during a launch, you can make extremely a lot of money, extremely a lot of money. All right. But under normal circumstances, I'll tell you how we make money in this particular project. Now, before I talk about the details of how you make money in this particular project, I need to clarify 2 things. I need to clarify 2 things. The first one I need to clarify is that this business is not an investment. in the sense of you are not investing in something that will earn you a return every other time, like say treasury bonds. Okay, treasury bonds pays every 6 months. All right, an interest. You are paid an interest, normally referred to as a coupon. All right, a coupon. So this is not an investment like that. You are not investing your money in a company that will turn over your money and pay you interest. No. All right. So this is not an investment. So it doesn't even come under the armpits of the CMA, that is the Capital Markets Authority. All right. So it is not an investment. So what is this? This is a business. This is a business like any other business, like a matatu business, or like a kiosk business, or like whatever business that you are doing. All right. Now, what are the differences between an investment and a business? In an investment, you earn as a result of time elapsing. All right. So, for example, a treasury bond pays you every 6 months. So every 6 months, the Kenya government will pay you a coupon interest depending on how much of treasury bills you bought, whether you bought for 2 million or 20 million or 30 million or 100 billion Kenya shillings. The Kenya government will pay you interest every 6 months. It doesn't matter, provided 6 months are over, it will pay you interest. Another 6 months, it will pay you interest, irrespective of whether you are tall, short, or green, or whatever. Provided you have a treasury bond with the government, you will be paid interest. So earning in an investment depends on time. Now, a business is not like that. A business does not make you money as a result of time elapsing. So this is not an investment where you earn because time has elapsed. So you cannot be looking at your phone every morning to see whether you have earned money. No, this is not an investment. So what is this? This is a business where you earn as a result of certain activities that you will need to engage in. What are those activities? Sharing information, sharing knowledge with other people. All right. So you need to share information with other people. That is how we make money. Guess what? This is the easiest business to do on the face of the earth, because all other businesses, you need to sell something. You need to convince a customer to come and use your product. You need to go somewhere and tell somebody to do something with your product and so on. But in our case, no, we only share information. And when we share information and people like what we are doing and become part of the project, guess what? All of us make money. Both them and us, we make money. That is how we make money in this particular industry. You don't need to do nothing. All right. You only need to open your mouth like you always do, because we always speak to many people. We meet people. So as we share and as we talk, that's how we make money. So now let me talk about each one of these modules, how it makes money. So I'll start with the first one, X3. I will start with how does X3 make you money? So this is how X3 works, makes you money. It works with a set of 3. All right. So every time you share this information with your friends, all right, you make money. And it works with a set of 3. Now, the first thing that you need to do, of course, is to own any one of those rooms. You can start with the one of $5 or plus the one of $10, whichever number of rooms that you buy on the program X3, they all work the same, exactly the same. So when you share information, say with the first person that you share information, guess what? You earn 100% of what that new person uses to buy that particular position. How much is that? $5. So you bought your room with $5. You share the information with somebody else who also buys their room with $5. Guess what? You earn 100% of that money. That means with only one person, all your money is back. Now, which business has such low risk? So low that you only need one person to return back all your money. All right. And in fact, in this business, you need a minimum of only one person, and you are in profit already. All right. Now, the second person that you share that information, guess what? Again, you earn a whole 100%. So with only two people, you now are 200% in profit. 200% in profit. The third person that you share this information with, it gives you what is called a re-entry. So normally the third person resets you so that you earn on your fourth, your fifth, 100%, 100%. The sixth one again gives you a reset. So every three, you take home 200%, one goes elsewhere. One payment will go elsewhere. So where does the payment go? Since this is not, there's no company behind it. So where does that money go? It goes to someone else who is within the community of this particular smart contract. The community of this particular smart contract, somebody else, most likely the person who referred you to this particular place, all right, who referred you to this system and so on. That also tells you, therefore, that any one of these people that you have referred that are now part of the community, whenever they refer three, the third payment comes to you. The third payment comes to you. Now you can see the model coming up and paying you a lot of money all the time. And you are in control. You are in control in the sense that if you do nothing, probably nothing will happen. But if you talk and share information, you just make money. Guess what? Every day, all businesses, whether it's a church, they always talk and get new members. Whether it is a matatu, how many times do you find the matatu conductors are singing every day, getting customers into the bus? Even when you know where you are going, you know which bus you need to get into, but they still sing for you to get in there. We do that as human beings every day. So why can't you do this and you are earning 100%? In fact, just compare yourself with a matatu who is singing. How much of that money that you pay as your transport goes into that guy that is singing horse? He's singing until even his voice gets lost, calling you to come into the matatu. How much of that 100 shillings you pay as your fare goes into pays him for singing? So little. Now, guess what? Here you earn 100%. That money, the whole of it, comes to you into your pocket. Now, will you find it difficult to sing anymore? No, you can't find. And you are teaching people the best way to make to earn income. Absolutely crazy. All right. Anyway, I know I get ahead of myself and so on and so forth. I'm just giving these examples and so on. So why therefore would you want to own more rooms in this particular project? Room number 2, room number 3, room number 4, powerful. 2 reasons. Because every subsequent room is twice the price of the previous one. You need to own it because now you will be earning twice as much as the previous one. Guess what? On this one here, you are earning $5 for every person that you bring. But this one now here, the second one, you will be earning $10. And it doesn't mean that the other one of $5 is not earning you $5. You are still earning $5. And this one, you are now earning $10 and so on. So you need to upgrade to a new one. Guess what? The same people also that you have referred in the first room, whenever they upgrade to the second one, guess what? They are paying you again. Powerful. All right. Now, let's now go, now that you've understood how this one works, let's go to the second program, which is X4, the next block. Now, how does the next block work? Now, the powerful thing about every subsequent block, X4, XXX, and X Gold. Now, this is what you need to hear. First of all, in these other programs, you do not even need to refer anyone in order to earn. You can earn even when you are not referring. Now, that is powerful enough. You don't even need to refer. But yes, if you don't refer, it can become slower. Remember, this business, you don't earn as a result of time elapsing. You earn as a result of activities happening. Now, what are the activities? The activities are people becoming part of the community, all right? So how do you encourage people to come to the community so that you earn? You talk to people, all right? So when we all talk to other people and people become part of the project, we make money. The only thing that I need to mention is that this one now, activity of other people can pay you not only your own efforts. That is on all the other programs. The only program where you personally must start with at least one referral is the previous one that I've just talked about, which is X3. So how does this X4 work? It works with a set of 6. It works with a set of 6 arranged in 2 rows. 2 in the first row, all right, here, 2 in the first row, and then 4 in the second row. That is 6. Out of that, you earn on the ones that are marked in red. So it will be 100% here, 100% here, and 100% here. So out of the 6, you earn 300%. So where does the money of the other 3 go? They go to other people, all right? So it goes to what we call the ecosystem. What is the ecosystem? Any other person who owns a room like the one you have. Any other person who owns a room like the one that you have. So, so for every set of 6, you earn 300%. And it repeats itself. You don't have to reinvest again. The moment you have owned any room, you earn from that room always, all the time. Now, that is powerful. And it repeats itself for every other room exactly the same. Now that you have understood how this one works, the other program is even much simpler. It works with a set of 14, and which are arranged in 1, 2, 3 lines that pays you 30% on those that fall on the second line, 70% on those that fall on the third line, adding up to 680% for your investment. Very powerful program. Where do you get the 14? Don't worry about that. It comes from the entire community of the smart contract participants, which we are right now approaching 150,000 people. In only 3 months, 150,000 people in only 3 months. That is powerful. The last program consists of 30 people arranged in 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. And you earn in these percentages, 20% on those that fall on the second line, 30% on those that fall on the third line of 8, and 50% on those that fall on the last line, the fourth line of 16 people. And that adds up to 1,120%. That is incredible. So the only thing that I need to show you now is how do you get started with this project? All right, you need to know how many rooms can you buy in order to participate, because your earning is directly the same as how much you start with. So if you start with a small amount, guess what? You only earn from the rooms that you own. You only earn to the extent of the rooms that you own. All right, just the same thing. If you want to earn a rent from rental houses, you need to own those rental houses. All right, so here, rent as many rooms as you possibly can. And therefore, anyone that lands on those rooms, guess what? You make money and you earn money. So right now, I would like you to take a screenshot of this particular page. Kindly take a screenshot of this particular page. Even if you are a member, kindly take a screenshot of this particular page. It shows you exactly how you can earn in this particular program. Start with as many rooms as you can. So The first one of 11, 11, 11 means that you are buying 11 rooms in X3, 11 rooms in X4, and 11 rooms in triple X. These are the programs that are available. When the other one comes through, we will actually we will actually do that. All right. So that is important. If you cannot afford 11-11, you can do 10-10, you can do 9-9, you can do 8-8. Again, you can do any one of that. Again, if you don't want to start with less, you can start with us at any level that you want. But as I've just mentioned, start where you feel comfortable for yourself to earn at that level. Guess what? Wherever you start, the people that you will attract will also start at exactly the same level as yourself. Guess what? Everyone will be asking you, how did you start? All right. So you don't want to start at some level, and when you meet people, you do not earn as much. So start with a level that you feel is comfortable for you. Now, the other thing that I just want to mention, and this is powerful, is that you learn a lot. Part of what you are paying for in these particular rooms is paying for the education. There is a lot of learning and education that you actually go through. I want to finish this particular presentation right now. I know I've been on this call for quite a while, but if you have a question on what I have shared, kindly type in on the chat or request me to give you audience, and then we can be able to address that. So there is an academy that you can actually go through. The moment you become a member of Forsage or the smart contract, you will access a lot of training on cryptocurrency and how you can earn money in cryptocurrency and so on and so forth. Now, that is important. Now, how do you get started? There are 3 steps. 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. All right, only 1, 2, 3. The first one is to create a wallet, which is free. You download an application called Token Pocket, and you create a wallet, and that is absolutely free, no payment at all. Then the next thing is to choose the amount that you need to get started with. If you want to start with 30,000, if you want to start with 62,000, if you want to start with 125,000, if you want to start with 240,000 Kenya shilling, that's the level that I started. I personally started with 240,000, and within 3 months, I had made some significant income. I will show you my my page right now. But yes, those are the levels that you can begin with. Then you buy those particular coins on a place called Binance.com, and you are able to get started. Then you get a link from the person who referred you here, and they will be able to assist you to do that. So I have come to the end of this particular presentation. I know I would want to give some people to give a testimonial. I want to give one person here to give us a testimony, and that is Phyllis. Phyllis, I would like you to give a testimonial. Just tell us your name, where you come from, when did you join Forsage, what have you, how has Forsage been for you since you started? And as you do that, I want to open, I want to show probably a few of our accounts, and then we can be able to see that. So Phyllis, you can go ahead.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello.
I can hear you. I can.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, KK, for having me. And I am so proud to be in this business.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, I'm so proud to be in this business because it has just done wonders in my life. Personally, I joined this business 3 months ago. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I'm saying I started this business 3 months ago. That was on the night of 1st June. And I actually started with only $50. And so far, my $50, I've been able to introduce 7 partners in my business. And the money that they were paying me, I used that to upgrade to the next slots. So far, I think I'm in the slot in extreme. I'm in the slot of $160. And yeah, I've been upgrading with the things that I've been getting.
What's your number?
My number.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, hello. My number is 40.
All right. Thank you very much. I think it's me who is having a challenge with the sound. All right. So you are done, Phyllis? I think I'm having a challenge with the microphone. All right, let me share my link. Sorry, my account briefly, and probably I think we will do with that. So let me just get that here. All right, and this is the work of 3 months. I just wanted to share this account. You can be able to see this, and so on. So within 3 months, that is about $38,000, and so on. So yes, the program works, and karibuni sana. So I just wanted to bring that to us. I want to bring it to a close. So get back to the person who referred you to this particular place. Tell them whether you are an A, B, or C. Let me just get to that particular place, and then I share that. All right. So you can either be an A, B, or C. So kindly share that information with the person who referred you. An A means you are ready to get started. They will help you about how to be able to get started. If you still have a few questions and so on, again, we are available in various places. We have an office at Kitengela, at Kileleshwa. You can always come there, and we can be able to address any concerns that you may have, or engage us, and we will be able to do that. You could also be a C, and again, we recognize that everybody can make an independent decision. We say thank you very much of listening to us up to now, right now, and we say thank you. Probably we will be able to engage with something else, or with you in something else ahead. So again, want to appreciate everyone who is on this particular call. God bless you. Have a great one. God bless you. Have a great evening. Thank you, and God bless.